Hi guys, welcome to Rare Medium Academy. Well, it's good to be back. We've been 4 months in lockdown and it's been quite hard on food service around Australia. But I'm here to energise you, charge you up and get you focused on this festive season so we can generate foot traffic in your business and really help have success of Australian red meat in your business. So what are we doing today? We're going to have a look at roasts and carveries, and also the world's eating quality system, Meat Standards Australia. Hi, I'm Sam Burke, the corporate chef for MLA. We have filmed the content today for today's masterclass at a brand new innovation centre in Batinia in Queensland on the Sunshine Coast. This is a co-funded project by Meat and Livestock Australia, Kilcoy Global Foods and AMPC, Australian Meat Processors Corporation. Welcome to the Rare Medium Academy Masterclass series. These short webinars will help inspire chefs have success of Australian red meat on menu. Whether it's butchery information, a simple sandwich, takeaway or fine dining, we have got your back to create, educate and inspire success of Australian red meat on menu. Remember, education is key to success for your business, and we're here to deliver that in spades here today. For our first presentation, today we're going to introduce you to the world's leading eating quality system, Meat Standards Australia. Meat Standards Australia was developed by our industry to improve the eating quality of Australian beef and sheep meat. The system is based on almost 1.2 million consumer taste tests with over 171,000 consumers across 11 countries. So it's proven to help make sure that if you're using the right cut for cook method, you're going to get it right time and time again with Australian beef and sheep meat on your menu. So let's start our first demonstration here today with our retail training facilitator, a good friend of mine, I call him the MSA Maestro, Mr. Kelly Payne.
Hi, I'm Kelly Payne. I'm the End User Training Facilitator for Meat Standards Australia. I'm in a privileged position that I look after the education and training for the entire end user training sector. So over the last 2 decades, Meat Standards Australia has developed an eating quality program for beef and sheep meat. We've used the untrained consumers to assist us with that progress, and so far we've used 1.2 million consumer blind sensory taste tests to develop the model. We're currently looking at 275 cut by cook combinations across a beef carcass. And what does that mean? It means that we've got 12 cook methods across most cuts in the beef carcass to ensure that we get the correct cut by cook combination for end users. Our mantra at MSA has been to not let the consumer down. So for the last 2 decades, we've looked at the critical control points from on-farm production, processing, food service, retail, and through to the end consumer. So what does this mean? It means that in food service, you get the right cut, the right cook method, and the right outcome every time. The MSA program is proud to partner with the food service industry to ensure that you have the best outcome for red meat.
So that was just a quick introduction into Meat Standards Australia. At the end of today's presentation, I'll give you some contacts so you can reach out for some more information to help you with Meat Standards Australia in your business. Now the oyster blade, let's have a look at this cut. Let's kick this off today with our Carveries and Roast Masterclass. The cut is a muscle just below the shoulder, bisected by a long line of connective tissue, and is fantastic eating. Today we're going to actually split it right in half, and then we're going to stuff it, and then I'm going to show you how to cook it. So let's go back to Kelly with the butchery and trussing of this cut. Kelly Payne, Meat Standards Australia.
Hi, I'm Kelly Payne, the End User Training Facilitator for Meat Standards Australia. Today, we're going to butterfly and oyster blade. Chef Sam Burke is going to show you how to turn this beautiful oyster blade into the perfect roast for your next banquet. The reason we're using oyster blade today is through the MSA program, consumers have told us that the oyster blade is one of the best performing cuts out of a beef carcass. So to prepare the oyster blade for Sam's roast today, we need to remove the silver skin from the top, and we need to remove the connective tissue from the bottom. The oyster blade has something quite unique, that it has a large piece of gristle that runs through the middle of the meat. What we will do is butterfly the meat out, remove that piece of gristle through the middle, and we'll have the perfect roast that we can stuff, and then we will string it at the end. And there we have it, a beautiful oyster blade roast, all strung, ready for Chef Sam. Excellent eating quality for a non-prime cut.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Kelly Payne. That was an excellent demonstration there of butchering, trussing and stuffing the oyster blade roast. Now, that cut can not only be used as a roast, but it's fantastic if you separate it and take the sinew out and do some beautiful flat iron steaks. But today, I'm going to show you how to now prepare that roast in a combi oven to the proper degree of doneness, so you can serve it for your next festive event, whether it be a Christmas party, New Year's Eve celebration, or even Boxing Day. In your business, it's a terrific cut. Let's go to show you how to have success with one of the best secondary cuts I think there is on the beef carcass. We've partnered up with our MSA retail facilitator, Kelly Payne, to give an example of a cut that has the eating quality of a prime cut for your business at a lower cost of goods. The cut we've got today is an oyster blade that we've butterflied out, and then we've put a beautiful stuffing in it. What are you going to get out of this? You're going to get variety first up, something different for your menu. Secondly, we're going to get a beautiful eating quality result, which is what you want when you're cooking with Australian beef. For our roast, we've kept it really simple because we want the beef to be the star of the show. We've got heirloom carrots, kifla potatoes, string green beans, and we've done a mesclun salad with some watermelon radish. When preparing this cut for cooking, we want to keep it really simple. So we'll start off with some salt, pepper, seeded mustard, a squeeze of lemon, and a little oil. Straight into our shallow gastro pan, into the oven. We want to cook it at about 160 degrees Celsius dry heat, and we want to probe it till it reaches 56 degrees Celsius. Our roast is ready. Time to rest it and then carve it. The wonderful thing about roast is that in summertime you can serve it with salads as an accompaniment, or in those winter months you can serve it with roasted vegetables. It's really up to you. Australian beef, the greatest meat on earth. Well, there you go. The oyster blade roast, a fantastic secondary cut to elevate your menus this festive period. Now another one. I love this cut. Get ready for it. The tomahawk, the steak with the rock star status. You know, I've been cooking them many times, both professionally in food service and at home for my family. And it's just that theatre awe-inspiring steak that really takes it to the next level for your customer. What it is, it's a big ribeye steak that's attached to a 30 centimetre rib bone that gives that tomahawk shape, hence the name Tomahawk. It usually weighs about 1.6 to 2 kilos in size, and when brought to the table, it suits about 4 people. And you carve it at the table with some feta, some jus, some beautiful sides, and it just takes your steak game to the next level. So today we're going to show you how to prepare that and cook that in the combi oven on reverse sear, and then finish it on the grill. So let's have a look at the tomahawk steak. The tomahawk, it can be quite an intimidating cut for chefs to cook. They're either worried about they're going to underdo it or overdo it. Today, we're going to show you how to have success with this beautiful cut on your menu. How are we going to cook it? Reverse sear. What is this, you may ask? The most important part is, for that reverse sear technique, slow oven, about 70 degrees Celsius with an internal of 44. Then we're going to take it out, rest it, and finish it over the hot and fire char grill. What I love about this cut, it really is a showstopper. When you take it out to a sharing table in a fine dining restaurant, people's mouths drop. And that's what we want for you on your menu, pure satisfaction. While I'm cooking my tomahawk, let's get on with the veggies. I'm going to blister some radicchio, fire roast some baby capsicums, and char grill some broccolini. Finish it off with a chimichurri and a beautiful red wine, and you've got the best meal on earth. Steak's off the grill. We've rested it for 12 minutes. Look at that. The producer's done all the hard work. It's our job to take it to the next level. Australian beef, the greatest meat on earth. Well, there we go. There's the tomahawk. A beautiful cut for your guests. Also barbecue theatre, outdoor cooking to elevate that steak game over those festive periods. So now let's head to a beautiful cut of Australian lamb. Now this next cut will go perfect for your summer lamb menu. At Meat and Livestock Australia, we like to celebrate summer lamb in the month of January. So today we're going to show you how to do a butterflied lamb leg roast. A butterflied lamb leg is a bone leg of lamb that has been opened up and butterflied, if you like, and flattened to a uniform piece. It is then the best result for this is then to do it over fiery charcoals or on a flat grill, or you could even put it through a combi oven. Today we're going to show you how to use this awe-inspiring, beautiful lamb cut that's really a centerpiece of Australian lamb when you serve it to your customers over the summer period. Let's go to the butterflied lamb leg. Carvery doesn't always have to be a roast. Barbecuing brings a unique caramelised flavour, charred flavour to the protein and looks spectacular when served on a banquet or buffet. Today we're going to do a butterflied Australian lamb leg over the grill. When grilling lamb leg over the barbecue, it's always good to have a spicy rub. It really brings out the flavour in the cut. We've got a simple one for you here today. We've got garlic, ginger, garam masala, ground coriander, ground cumin, turmeric, ground chili, and a bunch of mint. Ideally, for my rub, I want to get it onto the lamb the night before and let it sit at the fridge at 4 degrees so those flavours really go into the crevices of the lamb. At Rare Medium Academy, we always talk about the importance of a healthy, balanced meal for Australian red meat. To accompany my leg of lamb, I've got some roasted root vegetables. When cooking lamb on a barbecue or on a grill, you want to have a hot section and you want to have a medium section. So we'll start off on the hot side of the grill and we'll get a good char on our lamb. And then when we reach about 40 degrees, we'll remove it over and finish it at an internal of 56 on our medium side. So then you've got control over cooking the lamb on the barbecue or your hot grill. Too many times I see chefs carve the meat before resting it. Resting it is vital. If you don't rest it, first of all, your juices will run straight through your service area. And secondly, when you rest it, you allow the juices to redistribute, so when you carve, you get a wonderful product. Well, how good does this look? I'm gonna season it with some salt, cracked black pepper, and then serve it with a yogurt dressing, pomegranate molasses, salad, and our roasted vegetable sides. Share the lamb. Well, there we have it. The lamb leg butterflied, straight over the coals or on the barbecue, ready for your customers this summer. Now for our next recipe. This is a bit out of the box. Slow roasted goat shoulder. Few dishes are as simple and satisfying as a slow roasted goat shoulder. Today I'm going to show you how to nail it in the combi oven. So let's go to our next dish, the Australian slow roasted goat shoulder. Australian goat. Something you don't see on the menu a lot. Today we're going to show you how to do a spectacular shoulder as an alternative to Australian beef and lamb on your menu. The centerpiece of the table. Excellent with some seasonal sides to take it to the next level for your customers. Let me walk you through the process. Let's give it a score and get some salt, cracked black pepper, and rub it into the crevices. This will make sure we have a nice seasoned product. Then we'll follow up with our garlic, our rosemary, a sprinkle of mountain oregano, and then a squeeze of lemon. Into the oven, 180 degrees for 10 minutes to get some colour. Next step, let's get a new gastronome tray. In with our potatoes, our stock, our white wine, salt, cracked black pepper. We're going to give them a nice hustle, then put our goat back on the top into the oven, 160 degrees for 3.5 to 4 hours. 60% steam, 40% dry heat. Our goat is ready. We've treated it with love and respect. It just falls away from the bone. Let's take it and serve it to our customers with some seasonal sides. You really got to get this on your menu and give Australian goat a go. So be sure to give Australian goat a go on your menu this summer. So a few questions have come in straight off the bat. I just thought I'd go through them all. They're good questions too. So the first one is, what is the difference between a Rangeland and a Boer goat? Good question. So Boer goats are a specific breed that came from South Africa, and they only came to Australia in the 80s, and then they came out of quarantine in the early 90s, and they're bred specifically for meat. So a Boer goat's easy to notice. It's got a brown head and a white body, so it's mostly farm, that product, and it's a premium product that's available for both retail consumer and food service. Now, Rangeland goats, on the other hand, are wild goats, so wild feral goats that have been rounded up and are used once again for consuming for meat. So they taste fantastic too. A slightly gamier flavour, but fantastic if you slow braise it for curries, pull slow goat shoulder like I just showed you then in the video, or even, you know, for a pulled meat to go in a Barrera taco or some quesadilla. Very popular in Latin cuisine. So there's a bit of information on the goat. How can you find out more about Meat Standards Australia? Well, MSA, we've got, if you go to msa.com.au or check it out in the MLA group website, we've got our own training facilitator, Mr. Kelly Payne, who is a dedicated resource for food service to help you with all your inquiries of Meat Standards Australia. I live and breathe it. It just gives me that assurance that when I'm presenting red meat to all of my customers when I'm back on the road, that we're going to have a great experience with that product. And that's what you need. You know, Australian beef and lamb is a premium product. You need to be assured when you're putting it on menu, you're going to have the best success with that time and time again. And that's what Meat Standards Australia is all about. So we've got the training there. You know, reach out and we'll help you with all your Meat Standards Australian inquiries at Meat and Livestock Australia, our website. Now, Rare Medium Academy, our website. It's here to create, educate, inspire. We've got different sections there that'll help you, the food service professional, at all times. We've got our Produce at a Plate series where we take leading food service professionals back to the source and they learn all about our great industry. We've got pro tips, beef, lamb, veal and goat tips to help you with recipes, PDF recipes and videos by myself have success, by myself and my team, to help you have success with our product on menu. Also, I want you to have a look at our previous webinars. They're all up there to view at a time of your convenience, whether it be slow barbecuing, whether it be woks, whether it be delivery, food service for providers. We've got it all for you. Check it out at raremediumacademy.com, your go-to resource for food service. I'd like to do a big shout out to Rare Medium, our magazine, also based at raremedium.com.au. We have a big publication that's coming out for the end of the year, so look forward to that. Now, a bit about the place where we filmed today's episode. It's up in the Bitinia on the Sunshine Coast. It's a brand new state-of-the-art innovation kitchen jointly funded by Kilcoy Global Foods, MLA and AMPC. Next episode of Rare Medium Academy, we're going to take you behind the scenes to have a look at this innovative, if you like, I like to call it Centre of Excellence for Australian red meat. And you'll get to see how we're using that to grow demand of our great product, both here in the domestic market and overseas. So get ready for our next masterclass. We're also going to have a look at grab and go takeaway options. So funky sandwiches, I don't know if you call it that, you know, great grab and go sandwiches, breakfast options, food truck items, you know, all those great hot in the hand sandwich ideas that you can help generate extra business or extra revenue into your business, whether it be a carnival, whether it be a food truck, whether it be a cafe, whether it be even a smart casual restaurant. So check it out. That is going to be in November on the 23rd at 4 p.m. Sydney time. Check it out. Grab and go options for Australian red meat. So lastly, I've got this little book down here. Red Meat Green Facts. Now, this is a fantastic publication. I like to call it the Bible. It shows all the positive things Australian red meat industry are doing towards the whole of the industry, whether it be carbon neutral by 2030, whether it be the nutritional benefits of our product, whether it be just interest in the red meat industry. Check it out at redmeatgreenfacts.com.au. And I'll hold that QR code up there for a second. So if you pause this webinar here today, you'll be able to scan that with your phone and go directly to that publication if that's focused. Well, that brings us a wrap today. It's like I said, it's just fantastic to be back. You know, I'd like to a big shout out to all of food service. Let's get pumped up. Let's get ready for the biggest summer we can. It's the best industry in the world. Let's be positive and let's bring home some great red meat dishes this summer. We'll see you back next month, the 23rd of November, where we talk about grab and go solutions. I'm Sam Burke, corporate chef for Meat and Livestock Australia, here today at Rare Medium Academy. Thank you.